Shabbat Shalom from Jerusalem, Yerushalayim, Ir HaKodesh. This week's 321, obviously a special on-site edition. I will have 3 comments. It will be roughly 2 minutes. You can tell me if there's any insight. I know that this week's Parsha is Balak, which is like an amazing story. It goes in depth. Actually, one of my podcasts was on the story of Bilam. I'll maybe ask them to put a link to it if people want to listen to it. Instead, one of the things that happens is Balak comes to curse the people of Israel and winds up blessing them. And I can't help but feel the reality of that while I'm here. That the worst in the world, these terrorists with an obsession with death, who glory in the death of their own civilians, have tried to curse us, and the result has been a blessing, ultimately. Obviously, it's still terrible. We mourn, and we still have 50 hostages who are still captured. But there is an awakening here in the country. I hope to be able to share more when I get back, but there were 3 points I wanted to share. The first is about the pluralism of Israel, that we, as Jews in America, are often very aware of how we're against each other, separated from each other. You're this kind of Jew, I'm that kind of Jew. And that's present here, but it's also, because of the nature of the country, forced together. I got the opportunity to ride on the brand new Israel Railways, which is like ridiculously beautiful, easy to use, amazing. And it was dirt cheap, also amazing. But on the way home, I was watching, and there was a ultra-Orthodox man, the payas, the hat, the whole thing, with clearly a book, a holy book in front of him, reading, as well as he shuckled, clearly studying some Jewish text. I wasn't close enough to see. And in the row across from him, and the train next to him, were 2 teenagers, like aggressively making out. It was the weirdest thing ever, but to have them next to each other, I couldn't imagine a wider range of what it means to be Jewish, and both of them in the same place at the Jewish. So the unity, despite the extreme differences, but the unity of life, of living, is so real here. The second is, I saw a man who, to me, exemplified everything crazy about Israeli culture. There was a guy riding his bike in like flip-flops without a helmet, and he had a leash holding the dog while he rode, and he was smoking a cigarette in the other hand. Unclear how he was managing any of this, and he was doing it on the sidewalk where people were walking. But here is a man who is getting exercise, taking care of his dog, while smoking at the same time, unafraid. There is a willingness to live your contradictory truth here that is so real. I think it is born from almost an exhaustion of trying to be anything else but who you are. And the third thing that I've noticed, I went to the shuk, which is the open air market, thinking that I would be like strong, and I just got bulldozed. I bought a bunch of stuff I don't need. I paid more than I was supposed to, the whole shebang. But it was so full of life. Every time you turned a corner, there was another cafe with people sitting at it and talking. And again, people of all kinds of Jewish, like tattooed people and Haredi people, like just at different tables at the same restaurants, full of living and life. And that is what pulls the thread through, the ultimate insight. What is the Zionist project led to? It's led to a place that is full in every sense of life, of living, of trying to be their best self in every possible way. So we hope and pray for the 50 hostages come home. We hope and pray for an end to the war in Gaza. And we hope and pray for a new Middle East where everyone can really, in the fullest way possible, live their life. Shabbat Shalom. I look forward to seeing you next Shabbat, and be well.